Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition. In fact, this is the special weekend edition called the TAO TRI-fecta. This is where I take a look at the energies ahead for the upcoming week. But I'm dealing specifically with the energies of health, wealth, and happiness. Pretty important stuff, huh? So we're going to take a look and see what energies are going to be kind of floating around the ether this upcoming week so that you can make the most of your manifestation potential, huh? Alrighty, so here we go. You see there on the screen here, this is all you're going to see for the entire reading. We're doing that intentionally. One, it enhances your imagination. You can more visually between your ears see what I'm talking about as opposed to if I put pictures on the screen. Pictures on the screen are nice, they're entertaining, but they dumb you down kind of. They weaken your imagination because you acquiesce or subscribe to the pictures on the screen. Whatever they show you on the screen, that's the reality. Well, your imagination is a lot more fun, a lot more varied, and a lot more powerful. So, we begin. We see 6 cards, and I read them from left to right. The bottom card first, and then I go to the top card for clarification. Alrighty? The card on the left is health, in the middle is wealth, and the final card on the right is happiness. Health, wealth, and happiness for the week ahead. So let's begin. The oracle card on the left, dealing with your health. By the book. By the book. By the rules. Okay, question is always, when we're doing manifesting readings, whose rules? Very important. The second consideration is that the number up in the right-hand corner of this card is an 11, which is also a 2, but it's more important, the 11. 11 is a master number. So when we're dealing with 2s at their base, we're talking about some sort of cooperation, right? Some sort of cooperative joined effort. 11, we kick that up a notch because it is a master number. So it is a situation where you are looking at your health, and it doesn't just have to be physical health, it could be mental health, spiritual health, whatever, could be all 3. But you are looking at it by the book. What does that mean? Well, by itself, the card doesn't really kind of delineate or explain, not very clear. However, we do have 3 elephants linked. I would automatically, in my mind, look at health, wealth, happiness, certainly, but also the idea that you mind, body, spirit, all 3 linked together, your mind, body, spirit, so that this is a much larger picture. And with it being a master number 11, you would expect it. And the fact that they're in a desert and the horizon stretches out far, far, far away, it's almost unlimited. Maybe that's what you're dealing with in terms of your health, your overall health, whether it be, again, physical, spiritual, or mental. So let's go back to the card behind it for a little clarification. It is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is usually seen as somebody who is very sneaky, somebody who has stolen something, getting away with something. When it comes to doing manifestations, I never see it that way. Swords are thoughts, ideas, right? So what this 7 of Swords is doing is leaving, yes, secretively escaping. He has a bunch of swords with him, 2 or 3 swords that he's leaving behind. And that always hits me as you leaving behind what doesn't work or is untrue for you. The swords that you take are the stuff that you believe in, the stuff that you subscribe to, the stuff that you feel. And that's what's key, that's what's important. You're not making a big noise out of it. You know, if you're kind of backing away from some sort of health regimen, you're not going to make a big noise of necessarily. You're just going to do what you do and quietly leave. So that makes a lot of sense for me. In terms of your overall health and wellness, you're making a decision to leave And maybe write your own book, or maybe just leave the book that's been handed to you in regards health, wealth, and happiness, whatever instructions you had. Leave those behind. They don't work for you. You have some that do, and you're going to build your own. You're going to write your own book about your own health and wellness. You're going to begin that journey. And it is going to be powerful because, again, the number on the card is an 11. It's a master number. So you are combining forces within yourself to move together, move ahead with good, solid health plan that works for you. Doesn't matter what you've been told, doesn't matter what they've been telling you. You understand that, at least for you, most of what they've been telling you does not apply. And in fact, what passes for health information these days is absolutely a lie. It's not meant to make you healthy. So you've discovered that. You're moving on very quietly, not making a big deal, just improving your situation, improving your overall health. Middle card happens to deal with wealth. Again, don't ever think of wealth in terms of just dollars and cents. If you're thinking of wealth in terms of just dollars and cents, then this is not an appropriate reading for you. If you are looking at wealth as money, you are playing the game that is creating problems for you. You are playing the game that is holding you down. You are playing the game by somebody else's rules, and the game is rigged. You're not headed to the 5D. You're staying strictly in the 3D if you're just thinking money, possessions, things. Wealth is so much more. You can't buy love. You can't buy happiness. You can't even really buy health. I have known people who were very, very wealthy by anybody's standards, and who were sickly, who were miserable, who would give away their entire fortunes, money, that kind of stuff, just to get their health back. Wonder, just out of curiosity, how many of the billionaires on the planet, if I were to go up to them and say, hey, look, let me make a deal with you. We can put you back to 25 or 30, whatever was a better time for you, 25, 30, in that area, where you got maximum health, you got maximum drive. You know everything that you know now. So you're taking all that acquired wisdom with you, as well as the body and the mind of a 25 to 30-year-old. But I need all your money. You think they'd make the deal? I suspect they would give it some serious thought. Every single one of them. So, when we come to wealth, broaden the definition. In any event here, we're looking at the card of Treasure Island. And we're seeing it carried by a tortoise, which means it's moving very slowly, but very solidly. Tortoises live a long time. They swim much slower than most other fish in the sea, but they get where they want to go, and they stick around for a while. And yes, we see the proverbial pot of gold on top of his shell. So, is it all about the money? I don't think so. And especially when it comes to you manifesting. To focus on overall wealth is so much wider, so much broader. There are so many more opportunities. And to explain a little bit, at least a little get an insight in this week's read, we got the Three of Cups right behind it. Three of Cups in romance kinds of situations mean there's a third party. But in manifestation readings, it means community, it means camaraderie. It means joining together. So for some people, friends are part of their wealth. They have a lot of friendships, great friendships, and they're doing fabulous. That's fabulous. But to be able to do that, in every case, means that you have to be able to do it with yourself first to be able to do it with others. So the idea of companionship, camaraderie, is something that you have to work on yourself. It's something that you have to develop yourself. To combine mind, body, spirit into a nice, cohesive, friendly unit. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. It's very valuable in terms of your overall satisfaction as a human being, but it's a lot of work. But if you can get there and set up, for lack of a better word, a real good cooperative arrangement between your mind, your body, your spirit. There's no conflict. They all fold together nicely. That's wealth. And that takes your manifesting abilities, it kicks it up many, many, many times. It's very powerful juju. So this week, maybe that's what you're working on. Your wealth other than money and things, the internal, your health, your happiness, making all parts of you fit together better so that there's no conflict, no disagreement, no discussion between your head saying one thing and your heart saying something else. It's a nice place. The third and final card on the right happens to deal with happiness. Message in a bottle. What this tells me is that you are going to get some sort of inspiration this week, or you have the potential for getting some inspiration this week, or a message from somebody. Something comes in out of the blue, somewhere from where you never would have expected this insight, this enlightenment. But it hits you right between the eyes in regards to your happiness. Again, it's a surprise. It's nothing you can expect. You can anticipate the general trend, but you can't focus in on the specific event or person. And looking for clarification behind the message in a bottle, how about this? Ace of Cups. Aces are always about you exclusively because everything in your life begins and ends with you. You're looking for the ideal love in your life, then you be the ideal love in your life for you. Doesn't mean you're narcissistic. Narcissism is not love, it's self-hate. And you can tell that by how the people around them are manipulated, browbeaten, forced into submission. For you, self-love is learning to really value yourself. You focus on being a human being, not a human doing. We get those two confused all the time. Oh, I got to be doing something. I got to be busy. Got to be doing this. I got the kids going here to a job and everything going. You got school. Ooh. Rather than just stopping. Pause by the river. Pause by the lake. Take a look at the mountain. Just do it because. That's self-love. That's self-valuing. And for many of us, that's redemption. That's happiness. So switch gears from human doing to human being just because you are here. You bought the ticket. You belong in the show. Okay? You're valuable. So that's what's coming up for the next week. We're going to be taking a look at you making some adjustments in your health, maybe writing your own health book in a way. We're going to be taking a look at the possibility of you deciding to reevaluate what's important to you. Again, and this is a constant situation. All of these themes are constants because life is ever changing, and we have to participate in life. It's like democracy. You don't get democracy if you don't vote. You don't get democracy if you don't study political candidates and find out where they're really at. You don't have democracy if you don't insist on your citizenship rights. Same thing with human rights. And so this is a week for you to focus on your health, what's really wealth to you, and then to make that connection with self-worth, which may be the greatest health-wealth combination there is. The fact that you are valuable just as you are. And that's it. That's the look at the week ahead. Tomorrow we're going to be back to our regular Tao Manifesting Tarot readings. Hope you're with me. If not, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to get together and do a little manifesting of tarot. Peace and blessings.